Hello everybody, this is Michael Lee back with more land management work. Let's get it. We're doing a low intensity prescribed burn this morning. It's gonna storm tonight, so ideal conditions for this. So here we go. And this is the area that should look familiar to you all. This is where I've been doing the removal of the non-native invasive Himalayan blackberry. So I've been hitting this area hard with the prescribed burns for a few days in a row now, and we're starting to get some good results. So let's keep it going. So this is the third time through with a prescribed burn on this area, and each time you burn, it burns a little bit better as everything dries out. And this is the way that fires are supposed to burn naturally in California. Low to the ground, low intensity, nice and slow and gentle. Okay? And when you do this, you're removing the excessive fuel loads. I'm also adding a component of removal of the Himalayan blackberry, which is a non-native invasive species. So I'm kind of procuring multiple benefits by doing the prescribed burn. So let's keep it going. Looking good. You can see I'm just doing a little small area, nothing too crazy. Now I was going to, after you burn the Himalayan blackberry, you can use a regular trimmer line weed whacker to cut it down to the earth. And I was going to do that today, but the conditions are just so perfect for doing another burn. I decided to burn instead. So just got to pay attention to the conditions of the environment, the weather. And today just turned out to be a perfect day to do a low intensity prescribed burn. So that was what I decided to do to finish off this area. This is the only area up here. This is the upper portion of Doug's property. It's 35-acre property. This is the only area up here that I'm doing a prescribed burn on, because this was the only place where the Himalayan blackberry was out of control, and it was just impossible to walk and move around and work up here, so it had to go. But this is the only area where I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to compare it to the other areas where I did not burn. And we'll see what the differences are. I think this area will look a lot better because of the burn. Y'all are getting smoked out up here, huh? Alright, we're progressing well. Now after this runs its course, it will probably peter out up there. I'm going to do another one starting down there, working with the wind, and then the wind will move it slowly and complete the burn up there. Now if you do work like me, I don't know if there are many people that do the precise work that I do, but if you do work similar to this, where you're doing like fuel reduction, fire safety work, and you're doing a lot of burn piles and a lot of low intensity prescribed burns like this, you don't have to do this, but I have found it helpful to get fire boots. I use White's Fire Hybrid and White's Smoke Jumper, and they have a fire sole and a fire stitching, and you can walk on coals with them, and it doesn't hurt the boots. So you got to keep them oiled, of course, with the Obanoff's leather grease and the leather oil, so they don't get too dried out from working around fire all the time, and they won't fit properly. They won't feel good on your feet. But I have found that fire boots are helpful when you're doing this type of work. White's boots are handmade leather boots in Spokane, Washington. I'm really liking how that far side is burning. That's looking good. And I've already noticed a major improvement. I've been working on Doug's property for a little more than a year now, and I've already noticed a dramatic improvement in the vegetation. A lot of the native plants are coming back. Madrone and manzanita trees are growing again. Most of those were taken out by the campfire, especially the manzanita, but since I've been weed whacking and doing all these prescribed burns to get rid of the non-native invasive stuff like the goat's beard, Medusa head, foxtail, star thistle, and Himalayan blackberry, the native plants have made a comeback, so that's what we want. California native plants are less flammable because they hold moisture throughout the year, even during the hot summer months. They are also adapted to fire and more fire resistant. Just watch how the fire works. I'm utilizing fire as a tool right now. Just look at it go. See how it's just slowly burning all the dead stuff? Look, you can even see a little green blade of grass right there. It's not even getting hurt. It just moves slowly, only burning the dead stuff. You know, Native Americans would do these low-intensity prescribed burns on purpose to prevent catastrophic fire, to make oaks, especially the California black oak, more healthy, and to produce more acorns. Oak trees are more healthy when the land around them is burned every 3 to 4 years. Native Americans would burn actually every 2 years. And then also, Native Americans would do burns to open up meadows and make the oak woodland and conifer forest more open and healthy. And then that attracts the meadows then that were created by the burns, attract the pronghorn antelope, elk, and deer, which they could then hunt. If you want to read more about how Native Americans utilized fire as a tool, read The Way We Lived. and read Tending the Wild. They're good books about Native American land management. Well, we're looking good. It sure is quiet and peaceful today. This is the little burn over here that I'm the most proud of right now. It's just kind of blocked by the wind, blocked from the wind by this huge foothill pine. And I really like how this little edge is burning here. So oh, it's just, see that, everybody? It's just perfectly burning over there. Very happy with that edge. Look at that. That's just perfect, slow burn. See all the green vegetation? It won't go any further than that. It's starting to peter out up at the top. Oh, now this little spot's going a little bit better. All right, let's move you back a little bit more. enough battery life to catch this all on video. It'd be nice to get the full burn caught on video so you can see it petering out naturally when it hits the green vegetation. Now that edge is getting real close to the green vegetation, so if the wind patterns stay the same, that should peter out in just a minute. I'm gonna go check this top area.